What if everything we've been told about Rimuru Tempest is wrong? Not because Rimuru is secretly evil, but because we've been watching Tensura from the perspective of the monsters only. Now let's flip the coin. Think about it from the perspective of a human living in this world. You don't know Rimuru. You don't know that he's kind. You don't know that he cares about his friends. All you know is that a mysterious monster appeared in the Jura forest, united goblins, wolves, ogres, orcs, lizardmen, and countless other monsters, and somehow turned them into an organized nation. At first, that's impressive, right? But then you realize something. This isn't just a monster settlement anymore. It is a growing, terrifying military force. Tempest has trade, technology, military forces, powerful allies, and a leader who continues to grow stronger. From our perspective, Rimuru is building a peaceful nation, but from the perspective of a human, a monster has just created a rapidly expanding military power right on your doorstep. And now let's shift to the Falmuth attack. We already know what happened. Falmuth invaded Tempest, innocent people died, and Rimuru wanted to bring his people back. From our perspective, his retaliation makes sense, doesn't it? But now let's flip the coin to the other side. You hear that a monster nation was attacked, thousands of soldiers were killed, and then the Monster King used the situation to evolve into a powerful demon lord, capable of manipulating life itself. Suddenly, Rimuru doesn't sound like the victim anymore. He sounds like a being who just discovered that conflict can make him stronger. And that's the disturbing pattern throughout his story. Someone threatens Tempest, Rimuru defeats them, and somehow he becomes stronger from that situation. The more dangerous his enemies become, the stronger Rimuru becomes. And the stronger Rimuru becomes, the harder it becomes for anyone to challenge him. But here's where the theory gets even darker. Rimuru isn't making these decisions completely alone. Since the beginning, he's had great sage, and eventually Raphael, constantly analyzing situations inside his mind. Rimuru may be emotional. He cares about his friends. He fears losing them. And he doesn't want unnecessary deaths, but Raphael doesn't think like that. She calculates. Rimuru asks, "How do I save my people?" Raphael thinks, "What is the optimal solution to this?" And those two questions aren't always the same. Raphael doesn't need to secretly control Rimuru. She doesn't need to tell him to become evil. All she has to do is continuously give him the most efficient solution, even if it is at the detriment of others. And because those solutions keep working, Rimuru trusts her more and more. But now let's flip the coin once more. Raphael doesn't make decisions based on the safety of others. She makes decisions based on the safety of just Rimuru and his friends. So destroying an opposing nation, eliminating a suspected threat means absolutely nothing to her as far as Rimuru and Tempest gets protected, and that's where this story gets more unsettling. Look at the Falmuth incident. Rimuru is desperate to save his people. Raphael helps him understand what he needs to do, and Rimuru becomes a demon lord. His people are revived, his enemies are defeated, and Tempest becomes stronger than ever. And eventually Rimuru stops asking, "Is this right?" and start asking, "Will this work?" And that's where a hero can become something much more dangerous, because once protecting your people becomes the highest priority, almost anything can be justified. Destroy the enemy? It protects Tempest. Eliminate a potential threat before they attack? It prevents future casualties. Gather more power? It keeps everyone safe. And the terrifying part is that Rimuru wouldn't have to become evil. He could genuinely believe he's doing the right thing. Now imagine the human kingdoms finally realizing what Rimuru has become. A monster who united thousands of monsters. A demon lord with overwhelming power. A ruler surrounded by beings like Diablo and Veldora. And behind his decisions is an intelligence constantly calculating the most efficient way to protect him and his nation, and that makes Rimuru more of a ticking time bomb. Rimuru Tempest doesn't become the villain because he wants to destroy the world. He becomes the villain because he decides that protecting his world is more important than that of others. Because when one person becomes powerful enough to decide what is best for everyone, who's left to tell him he's wrong?